Folks, welcome back. The very last Monarch First Edition box opening on the channel. I think maybe like 2 of the 8 box openings did were home runs with good cold foils, and the others were just the cold foils just weren't good. We didn't get the luck train, man. We just didn't make it into Lucky Town. Yeah, so very at the end of the road here, ladies and gentlemen. Patron William B, also known as, he has his own little YouTube channel called The Crap Talk Radio. And yeah, we're gonna be talking some crap, bro, if you don't get anything amazing in this. So we are hoping for some spice today, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we'd really like to see. We'd like to go through the valley of the shadow of cold foils and go right to a nice prismatic shield, maybe a little foil rare. She is stunning, isn't she? It looks pretty unhappy though. Looks pretty unhappy. So captain's call and a captain's call. One of each pitch. We got red pitch and blue pitch captain's call. So yeah, it's been the Monarch First Edition release is finally coming to an end. We're getting ready to transition over to the Unlimited. I know a lot of the players are really looking forward to that. A bunch of really cheap product just to keep things, just have fun with no cold foils. It's been an unbelievable journey, everybody. Very symbolic. You know how, you guys know I always get all philosophical and symbolic on the very last of any series there. A nice little kind of closing, you know. Look at that, Rising Solar Tide. That looks cool. Well, common. You guys know I always get dramatic on that. Rare and a Howl from Beyond Rare with the cracked bauble with an extra crack. I wonder how many sets it's going to take to crack that thing. I feel like they're going to slow roll that cracked bauble for like the next 4 years, you know what I mean? I feel like it's going to be like a meme troll, you know? Seeds of Agony, dude with a tree growing out of him. And the troll Rudy's trolling Rudy's head. Blood drop. Dusk Path, and of course, another shield. Yeah, so William, good luck, man. You are, I believe this is the very last Monarch in the queue for me to film and get uploaded there. So again, I'm hoping for something good in the close. Battlefield Blitz for a nice full rare. And of course, Convulsions from the Bellows of Hell. I just love the name. And a beautiful miss, Phantasmified. With Dr. Bolton. How can you not like Dr. Bolton with the meme art? How can you not like the meme art with Dr. Bolton? I'm telling you all. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to see what happens and how the market and everything kind of flows through here. Look, God, look at that shadow card. Is nuts looking. Especially as we get further and further away from release. Nice Rise Above and an Endless Maw. So I'll be honest with everybody. So far, this box opening is not that great. We have 0 Majestics, 0 Cold Foils, and of course, no Legendaries. And Fabled, yeah, we just haven't hit any Fabled. Haven't even seen it in person. So that is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. Still optimistic. Howl from Beyond for the foil rare. Legs, Valiant Thrust, and another Beast Hulk. So I do think the box prices of Monarch First Edition are going to be very quiet for a while. I think they're going to be very flat. I don't think we're going to see much change in the near term. I think it's going to take a little bit of time. Another Herald of Tenacity. Very strong card, by the way. Plow through. And our first Majestic of the video. Got a little Illusionist Prism action over here. The Arc Light Sentinel. And yes, folks, that is her specialization prism. And hey, speaking of the devil there she is. Is there a young prism on the back? There is. So yeah, that's where everything is. The market is trying to find its balance point for the prices. If you haven't noticed, the overall prices, I've been watching the prices of the product here since release, and prices are pretty weak. They've been still declining. Another blood drop there. Consuming, and another captain's call. I think we have a captain's call of every pitch now. But the market's still trying to find itself. The sealed box prices are hovering around 350, 400 still. They don't seem to be going higher or lower. They're just kind of flat, which is kind of surprising. I thought they would go a lot lower. Look at that, folks. Spill blood. Look at the size of that flipping axe. It's ridiculous. Our first foil Majestic. Very nice. Nice little... Is that a warrior or generic? That is a warrior card. Okay. Was that Woya? Is that a Woya card or a generic card? Oh, Soul Harvest. God, that artwork, man. You know, I really wish Magic and other card games would bring back more adult risque artwork like this, man. Like, you just don't see that aggressive art style. That Flesh and Blood just says, yeah, we'll push the limit. We'll go after the checkmate. We'll go more hardcore. And, like, nobody else wants to do that nowadays. And it just, I don't know, that always makes it stand out to me. We got the old Rumbler for the common. Hooves, another plow through, and, of course, another flipping... God, what's all the plow throughs? How many plow throughs? How many plow throughs have we gotten? We got 4 or 5 captain's calls, 4 what? Plow throughs. It's a funky little box that's sorted. It's kind of a strangely sorted little funky box there, folks. Hold on, let's get this box out of the way. I don't want to knock the packs over. And then I was just like, dude, what's going on with that? Oh, backwards. Anyways, but yeah, I'm hoping that we start to see signs of, the cards haven't found their true price yet. Rising Solar Tide for the common. That's why we're still seeing price erosion. Celestial Cataclysm. Not foil though, but of course, look at that thing. Flipping swing for 7, bro. And go again. Goodness gracious. But yeah, I think it's gonna. I think as the Unlimited flows through the system in the next couple weeks, I think that's when we'll see what cards really hold up and what cards really kind of depreciate the most. I think that's really gonna kind of, I don't know, really kind of show the true colors of the game, or I'm sorry, not the game, of Monarch, the cards in Monarch for the game. You know, especially, you know, I don't know why cold foils are dropping so much in this set when there's no more coming. Unless they're still just expecting people to crack boxes and do this and that. Love the art and colors on that Rise Above. That is a beautiful card. But Beast Hulk and our first Vexing Mollusk there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited. Like, for example, by the way, I just want to comment real quick. Obviously, the Soul Harvester, the old Mr. B here, he was one of the 2 cold foil promo cards I had. And man, when you look at the regular version versus that promo version that I handed out, oh my goodness, what a difference in the art. It was really... It was more dramatic of a difference than I expected when I actually compared them and saw them side by side. Little Rudy there, and another flipping Captain's Call. Hey, there we go. We got the Shadows of You, also known as Sue. Nice little shadow, oh, we did get, never mind, I was like, wait a minute, have we gotten any foil ones? We have gotten a foil Spilled Blood. I was like, so we got 3, I think, what have we been averaging? Like 1 or 2 foil Majestics a video? Definitely not like Crew, man. I think we've only been getting 1, right? And of course, the Dread Screamer. Common, I know, right? And Shadows and a Shield. Alright, come on. Cold foil, coming any moment now. I feel it. We haven't seen it yet. Any moment now, we are heading in. No cold foil. We got the Growl. As pretty wild looking for the full common. And another Herald of Triumph, Great Rare, and Ode to Wraith. I feel like any moment, usually, I know I hate to say this, but like I feel like the track printing always has the cold foil somewhere around this area right here. Sometimes you get lucky, you'll get one at the beginning of the box and the end of the box, but I feel like we're right towards, nope, the Rifled Torments for another foil common. Invigorating, and the Beast Hulk. All right, William. Well, we are still, we're right down the middle average for our Majestic pull rate. We are waiting for the big pull here. We're waiting for it. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Herald of... Oh, wow. Okay. I don't think I've seen that in a foil Majestic. Holy smokes. So this was a double foil Majestic box, unlike the some of the other ones we've done. The foil Majestics in first edition, even in rainbow foil, still hold some pretty solid numbers, by the way. Those things tend to still hold some good value. And... the Belief, foil common. Stubby Hammers for the meme of the set. Rise Above, and of course, another flipping Captain's Call. Alright, I feel like this from the next pack is going to be the cold foil. Watch it be the very last pack. Or watch my Patron get completely obliterated on a 0 cold foil box. Wouldn't that be terrible? Up! Cold foil. We got a cold foil. Well, it's not a library. I know that by the border. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. The very last cold foil in the box opening series of first edition Monarch. William, are you ready? Please don't be a common. Is that too much to ask? Oh, God. It's a common. Iron hide plate. Ooh, it does look nice, though. Looks really nice. Common. Sorry, William. It is a common with the gauntlet right behind it. With a pulping. Another Herald. This time, same pitch. I mean, look at that. Foil and non-foil. God. Boy. Unforgiving. Brutal, man. Absolutely just mean. Completely mean. Foil Herald. Shield. And another Endless Maw. Last 2 packs of the video. I'll give you guys my closing thoughts there. As we come to an ending and a conclusion about everything that's going on here. And the last 3, Void Wrath for the foil common, Howl from Beyond, and a Sleeping Shadows. Last pack of the video. Man, I thought like I was hoping for some sort of like grand finale exit, but good lord, it didn't happen. A dread screamer in the close, really. Any bonus majestic? Hey, deep-rooted evil, a little extra majestic in the close. Hey, those majestics, especially the foil majestics, don't underestimate that. So based on even a cold foil common, like the plate over here, I'm going to say it's a $100, $150 card. Actually, I think some of those actually sold $150, $200. Let's just say $150. You know, you factor in the regular majestics. Some of these are only a couple bucks. Some are up to 10, 20, 30 range. The foil ones tend to do pretty good. I'm going to say overall, expected value in a box like this, I'm going to say we only got a couple $100. I'm going to say probably around 300 range. Definitely did not hit a home run box. But, you know, I appreciate the support, William. It is what it is. We all can't be winners, I guess. And I always like to have that like grand finale last box opening surprise, you know. But, you know, hey, we'll try again in the future, right? Other than that, folks, just wanted to comment overall market conditions. Kind of flat and quiet. A lot of wait and see. A lot of people just kind of sitting on the sidelines, just kind of eating the old popcorn, just going, all right, what's going to happen next? We gonna make a move here? We gonna do something? A lot of that going on right now. A lot of pessimism, a lot of bearishness because the cold foils and the box prices have drifted lower since the high before release, when boxes hit like, oh my god, almost $700 a box before release. Really, really high. I still haven't changed my opinion, and I know this is an unpopular hot take, but I do still believe by the time Christmas rolls around, these boxes will probably be towards, if not over, I think they will be probably $1,000 a box. Maybe I'm off by a little bit and they're $937. Who knows? But I'm thinking these are going to be $1,000. I still stand by that. I know I'm kind of standing alone, cheese stands alone kind of opinion. I know the market is obviously disagreeing, and the market is pricing it very, very low, around that $350, $400 a box because of the depreciation. I don't know. The product's good. And, you know, when you kind of remove the price from your thought process, you remove all the noise you see everywhere, step back and just say, okay, let's look at the product. Look at the cards, look at the cold foils, look at the fabled library, look at the different legendaries, look at the different cards you can get, look at this Galaxy Black alternate, look at the extended art cards you can get within it. Look at some of the details and the options within the set. Do you or do you not believe, based on the characteristics and the design of the product can get there, and what is the product truly worth? Because remember, the market will underprice and overprice all the time, because the needle is searching for equilibrium. And we are in the moment now, because all the unlimited products coming. You got a huge Modern Horizons release coming in the next couple weeks. You've got a lot of things in the works. So those are all downward pressures as stores and investors and the 3% ladies liquidate to raise capital to roll to the next, flavor of the month. And, again, the average LGS is very tightly, capitalized. They're very limited on cash, in other words. So, if they're sitting on, 20 boxes of Monarch First Edition, even if they can get $400 a piece at their local store, plus tax and everything, still 20 times 400, I mean, think about that. That's a lot of money, especially considering like this new Magic set, how high the cost of capital, how high the cost of entry to play in this is going to be. So when you factor all that in, I definitely understand you have a crypto market disruption. You've got a lot, red hot real estate and stock market. You've got a lot of other collectible products, new Pokemon set, new Magic the Gathering set. MetaZoo's going to be launching soon. Digimon's booming. You've got the Dragon Ball Super still doing its thing. Even Final Fantasy, Weiss, Force of Will, they're all doing very well. So because of that, you have to look at everything as a whole and say, okay, most of these stores, why would a store, like, I'm sorry, I'm going to call them out right now because it's 14 minutes in a Flesh and Blood box opening. I mean, what? How many views is this thing? You're going to get 10,000 views, after 30 days? Probably not. Or no, usually after a month, these things average 10 to 20,000 views. But still, no one's watching this far in the end of the video on a Monarch, so I can essentially say whatever I want at this point because the views are probably down to less than, I would be surprised if more than 100 people hear this part. But in my opinion, you'd have to be the ultimate Timmy, no pants Rudy, dig a hole, be a carrot, to unload your Monarch First Edition boxes for below 400 right now. Like, are you serious? Like, how dumb can you be? Now, caveat, if you have to do that because you need money for bills, life expectancy, goodness gracious, what am I talking about? Life events, family events, important things like that, then I get it. You're being forced to sell. It's like Wall Street. You get a margin call. You don't want to, but you're either going to have to deposit cash or you're going to be forced to liquidate to raise capital. I get it. But for most people who are just getting anxiety and just serious FUD and, fear and all this stuff, I mean, it's just, oh my God. I think you all forget that we went through this with Crucible of War. Do you all remember that? Crucible of War came out like September 2020. I built variety kits, sold them to the patrons, sold out. Again, had a good 50 kits come back as returns and buyer's remorse, as always, because the price went down. Box prices of Crucible, were bouncing around from 80 to 100 to 150 to 120, back down, and people return them, get buy. Typical short-term Timmy stuff. They don't see it. They didn't see the long game. They were so wrapped up in what they see right now on eBay, on TCG Player, and it went down to $5 today. Somebody else listed for $2 less. They don't see it. And that leads to bad decisions. And that leads to regrets. And those regrets, that's the dangerous part about life, everybody. Nothing wrong with losing money. Nothing wrong with making mistakes. I've made tons of mistakes in my life. That's normal. It's part of being human. We all grow from that. That's part of rewiring your brain when dramatic things happen, when really bad things happen in your life. It's a shock to the system. You go through system shock. Something terrible happens in your life, that intensity rewires your brain and it helps you become a better person in the future. And that's important. It's important to experience losses in financial things, in life, and jobs, and unfortunately, and significant others and people that mean a lot to you. That's part of life. It sucks, but it's important to grow from that. And I know we just deviated into like a deep life thing. I know no one's watching at this point, but the box prices in investing and collecting and having a stable mind is the same principles, folks. It's the exact same concept. And when you deal with this stuff, I'll tell you all the same thing I told everybody in the last 2 years. How do you think the 50 to 100 people that returned those alpha boxes to me because they didn't want to pay $80 or $60 a box for Welcome to Wraith alpha boxes, and now they're 10 grand? How do you think they feel? I can tell you how they feel. I've gotten messages from them, and they literally feel sick to their stomach. They've begged for me to ship it back. They feel sick to their stomach because they lost out on so much money. I'd rather be the person to be wrong and lose some money, because the biggest risk in this world is not taking a risk and not being a part of it and staying on the sideline.